Sometimes I feel like the only thing I do on these vlogs is do public service announcements, but I just think it's necessary. And I'm sorry that we're back to the webcam, but I needed to get this out, and if I have to pull out all the video and all the gear and everything, I'm just not going to say it, so I'm just going to say it right now because it just needs to be said. So the Labor Bureau put out this month's job statistics here in the United States. And despite the fact that we've had 12 consecutive months of continual job growth, I don't understand why this is a surprise to anyone, but whatever the hell. So the US economy is slowly but surely picking up, and our unemployment rate dropped for the last month, okay? Which is fantastic news, and we should all be really happy and celebrating, but instead, because it's election season, everyone has extra stupid pills on them in which they become extra stupid and decide to just be stupid and unhappy about good things, which I don't understand, but whatever. So on every single talk show and on every single news station, they have token business person, some random person who runs a company, talking about the economy and how, oh, Barack Obama fixed the numbers, which I'm thinking is actually extremely difficult to do, and there's no proof to that whatsoever, so... And this business person goes on and on about how they know that the economy is not picking up because they know, and they just know as business people that the economy is not picking up. Which brings me to my larger point of this video. Business people and economists are not the same thing, and I don't know why we treat them as such, because they are definitely not the same thing at all. Donald Trump is not an economist, so he doesn't know about the economy. Not really. That's not his profession. His profession is being a royal douchebag all the time and making a profit. My feelings for Donald Trump aside, he's not an economist. He's not a licensed economist. He didn't get a PhD in economics. He's not an economist. He's not. He's just not. So I don't understand why I have a non-economist spouting about the economy on news television. That doesn't make any sense to me. So let me break this down, the difference between being an economist and being a business person. I studied economics. I considered becoming an economist. Studied economics for a while. That was my major. I really enjoyed it, and I think it's genuinely fascinating. You know what also it is? It's really hard. Being an economics major and studying economics is basically getting a degree in calculus. It's sheer raw math and trends, and it's extremely complex and difficult to understand. I am now a business student, and I am largely a business student because it is 1,000 times easier than being an economics student, and I wanted to go to graduate school, and there was no way I was going to go to graduate school being an economics student because my GPA would be dead because I'm not that smart. Being a business student is the equivalent of going to a 4-year-long corporate retreat. And I'm telling you, that corporate retreat's pretty tough. And I do take some hard math, but it's not the same thing. Let me tell you another difference. Any person, despite education or literacy or anything, can be a business person. If you have a lemonade stand, you are a business person. You don't need qualifications to be a business person. To be an economist, you need a PhD in economics. It's really, really complex. So why is a business person talking about the economy? Let me give you a parallel so you kind of understand what I'm talking about. So you have a doctor, right? Doctor went to medical school. He's a doctor. He practices on real people. He does research. Doctor. Really prestigious thing to be. And you have this other person who sells pharmaceuticals. Not invents pharmaceuticals, not researches pharmaceuticals, packages, delivers, and sells pharmaceuticals. That is the difference between an economist and a business person. If you have a successful company, you work within the economy. That's really awesome, and congratulations. If you're a successful business person, and there's a lot of really successful businessmen and women in this country, and it's awesome, and I'm, go business and all that, but you're not an economist. So stop. Stop treating people who have business success as exactly the same thing as someone who understands how the economy works. Bill Gates is a brilliant businessman. I don't want him talking about the economy because he does not know the first thing about the economy, just like Donald Trump doesn't, just like every one of these stupid guests who don't have a PhD in economics. I don't understand. Here's another thing that drives me crazy, and the newsroom did a really good job about talking about this. How about this stupid thing, oh, if I can balance my budget, why can't the country balance its, friggin' deficit? What? First of all, one is super easy, the other one is near impossible. Number two, and I don't understand why more people don't realize this, every 2 weeks, A country doesn't get a check in the mail, which then they can allocate to pay off their debt. That's not how that works. We don't have income coming in every 2 weeks. That's not how economies work. So it's not a good example, and you need to stop saying that, and you need to let people who actually know what they're talking about talk about it. To stop clouding up the airwaves with bullshit from egocentric lunatic businessmen because they don't know the first thing that they're talking about. They know how to run their business, and that's it, and that's all the credit we should give to them.